Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Sam or Burns, and welcome to opening day here in my Sacramento Kings Association. We are traveling to the windy city of Chicago to take on Derrick Rose and the Chicago Bulls. And obviously, last episode we made some trades. You see, Avery Bradley's been inserted in the starting lineup, and we also got rid of John Salmons, who wouldn't have played much, for a couple of three-point specialists in Mike Miller and James Jones. And a lot of people didn't necessarily like the trade. They said I should have gotten Dion Waiters, but I really like having Avery Bradley as a lockdown defender. It actually helps a lot, and plus I can up his potential so he can potentially actually be a really good player. He's already a 70-something overall. And though Dion Waiters could possibly end up becoming a superstar, but I like what I have so far. And plus, this team isn't destined for greatness anytime soon. So we're looking at a lottery pick, most likely. So we'll see how everything turns out. But again, we're in Chicago here, down 4-0 early. DeMarcus Cousins backing down Joakim Noah in the post. He's just going to turn to the right a little bit and hit that hook shot and give the Sacramento Kings their first bucket of the season. But I really like this team I've assembled so far. Tyreek Evans, if I can get his jump shot to be a little more reliable, he can be a very good player. I've played a couple games already, and it's definitely his jump shot needs a lot of work. If he can get that outside shot down, he'll be a very talented player. He's already really talented, but it would help a lot. Is Avery Bradley for three, and he'll drain that and bring the Kings within 1 point here. But yeah, it's really good to be back. I'm glad I can have this series for you guys. This will probably go until NBA 2K14, but I think once NCAA 14 comes out, it's not going to be my main series as Jason Thompson gets the block. It's not going to be my main series anymore because I love college football so much. I want to be that guy on YouTube that's known for college football. So I'm going to be putting in a lot of work with NCAA 14. But this is still going to be here. I want to see what I can do with this team. And yes, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun playing the association so far. I'm not that far into the season. I'm still way before the All-Star break. I'm probably like 11 games in or something. But yeah, it's a lot of fun so far, and I'm really liking the team I've put together. They definitely need some work. My bench is definitely gonna need a lot more help. I have Marcus Thornton coming off as my sixth man, and that's really helpful because he's a really good scorer. He's a really good shooter. And if I ever need to spark off the bench, he's the guy that I'll look for. But at the end of the first quarter, obviously, we're losing to the Bulls right now, but not by much. The Kings, my Kings, we're hanging around there, only down 32-29. Pretty high scoring affair so far. But yeah, I'm really happy I'm back. I know a lot of people are happy I'm back too. But I don't know. I've had a rough couple weeks. So I'm still trying to work through some stuff in real life, but I'm going to get back to YouTube now, and hopefully this series will do a lot for my channel. I know I got a really good response to the intro video I put up, the first episode of just before this game, so I'm really glad that I've gotten the response that I've gotten so far. I already have another game recorded. I'll probably record another game tonight. I'm recording this on Tuesday. This will be probably up later today, Tuesday night. So, I don't know. We'll see. When you see Avery Bradley hitting another three, he's got 9 points so far. Pushing it up. He's going to find Mike Miller, the killer. He's going to drain that three. That's what he does best. I shoot a lot of threes. This team really plays well to my strategy with a lot of three-point shooters and a couple big guys inside that can really rebound. In DeMarcus Cousins and Jason Thompson, as Cousins going to get that one to roll in. Tony Douglas has 3 early assists. But James Jones I really like too. At the time, after the 2 trades I made in the first episode, we had 15 players, so I ended up, what did I end up doing? I think I ended up cutting someone or trading someone, I don't know. But 15 players is a lot, which means 3 in a reserve, so I want to try to keep 12 players on the team. 15 I think is too much, waste a little too much salary cap, so we'll see what we can do in the off season. But right now we got to work on, just work this season, see how we can start off, if we can maybe even make the playoffs this year. I mean, that'd be a nice pleasant surprise, as Isaiah Thomas, he's going to get 10 points right there. We're 7-15 from downtown early. Derrick Rose, obviously Derrick Rose is a handful whenever you play the Chicago Bulls. He's a lot to deal with. He's a really good scorer. He can really attack the basket, and he can also facilitate. So Derrick Rose, it's really hard to guard him, and then you combo that with Joakim Noah and Carlos Boozer inside. The Bulls are a really hard team to beat. So I did struggle at times. There were runs in here where I struggled making shots, and that's definitely something I got to work on. But you know, we're going to go into halftime. We're actually playing pretty well, only down 4 points. You see Carlos Boozer has 16 points, 9 boards in the first half. Derrick Rose has 19 points, 4 boards, 6 assists. So obviously I'm having a little trouble with their stars, but being only down by 4 points at the half is definitely somewhere I want to be. We're hanging around, and so is DeMarcus Cousins. He's hanging around the rim with that dunk. But we're hanging around with one of the marquee teams in the East, especially now that they have Derrick Rose. Not like in real life, but they're still a great team without Derrick Rose, and with him they're even better. So we're hanging around with one of the great teams in the Eastern Conference, which is really good to see. It'll be interesting to see how we play against the better teams in the Western Conference, considering the Western Conference is a considering the Western Conference is the stronger conference, as you see Rip Hamilton blocking Avery Bradley and taking it coast to coast for the slam. So we're hanging around here. Isaiah Thomas is dribbling the ball, looking for something inside with DeMarcus Cousins. He's going to find Cousins, and Cousins is going to find the rim to bring the Kings within 3 points. Cousins again trying to do something. I really like playing with DeMarcus Cousins. He's a really good player. I think if I can develop, you know, more like a jump shot, like just like a mid-range jump shot. He's a decent mid-range shooter, but if I can get it to where he's really consistent, I think he can be a really dangerous player. But my main focus is definitely going to be building up Tyreek Evans, because if I can't actually build up that jump shot of his, I'm probably going to have to look to trade him. We'll see how it goes, but I had to switch into a zone for a while because I was having trouble stopping him inside, and it didn't really do much. As you see, Carlos Boozer is going to get the offensive rebound and put back, as we actually had a lead at that point, 75-74, but the Bulls reclaimed the lead 79-75, and then James Jones is going to hit another 3. But I had a couple people tell me the trades that I did weren't necessarily the best trades, which is whatever. I like the trades I made. Is Mike Miller, another guy I had traded for, hits a 3, but I really like the trades I made, and I really like how this team's turning out so far, at least when I play with them. We might not be the best simulation team, but that's to be expected from the Sacramento Kings. So we're just going to have to try to develop some young talent, and Jimmer, going to get that one to fall. But a 7-point lead on the Chicago Bulls heading into the fourth quarter. We'll see if this actually holds. The Bulls are a very good team, and I have a history with all my teams that I try to play with of collapsing in the fourth quarter in pretty much every single game. So hopefully that doesn't happen. As you see, Isaiah Thomas, no. He's got 11 points, but he's not going to get that 3 to fall. And Derrick Rose with the slam right there. Good dunk right there, as you can see him just boom. Sorry for the delayed reaction, but it's a nice dunk as the Bulls trying to close the 7-point gap they started the fourth quarter with. 91-89, Derrick Rose a little spin and going to get the layup to fall, tying the game at 91. I need a timeout as they went on a run to start the fourth quarter that I was having trouble stopping. Marcus Thornton, like I said, off the bench. That gives him 13 points right away off the bench. I do like my bench scoring so far. I really like Jimmer Fredette off the bench. He's a really solid player, actually. If you look at his per 36-minute averages in real life, he's actually a really good player. But yeah, so I definitely, one thing I need to work on with this Kings team is rebounding inside. You see Jason Thompson has 11 rebounds and 4 blocks, but not as, it wasn't as emphatic. Those blocks weren't as emphatic as that one. As Derrick Rose is going to send Marcus Thornton into the third row. The Bulls have a 3-point lead now with about 4.5 minutes remaining. I'm trying to come back here. Jason Thompson going to get the slam, bring us within 1 point. There's been about 10 lead changes up to this point, so it's been a really good game. You can see Tyreek take a crazy shot and not get it to go. But he gets his own rebound, and he's going to find Marcus Thornton there on the left side, who's going to get that to go. But the Bulls have a 7-point lead at this point. They're doing a great job of closing out this game, unlike the Sacramento Kings. It's been about a 14-point swing. Well, that makes an 11-point swing in the fourth quarter. But 117-109. This game is basically over with about 46 seconds left. I'm trying to do something that cuts it right there to a 5-point lead. But however, I could not come back. The Bulls do end up winning the game. So it's definitely a disappointing loss for the Kings, considering we had a 7-point lead heading into the fourth quarter, and we just couldn't close the game out. Anyways, I'm having a lot of fun with this series so far. I hope you guys enjoyed, and look forward to the next episode as soon as I can get it out. Like I said, I'm not putting these things on a schedule or anything, because I got a lot going on in my life, and I'm going to upload as much as I possibly can, which may not be that much at sometimes, because that's just how my life is. Anyways, guys, I want to thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna leave you with some Derrick Rose highlights, player of the game. Anyways, I'm out, y'all. Peace.
Better do your job and roll up and watch how we roll up and I can't control it, can't hold it, it's so nuts. High off the ground instead of skyscraper, cool out, thinking we local. Come on, homie, we major. We major?